When it comes to car sales, there's one brand that consistently outperforms the competition: Toyota. Toyota has been leaving their competitors in the dust. But why is this the case? What sets Toyota apart from other car makers, and what do they do that others don't do? Today, we're going to uncover the secrets behind Toyota's unrivaled success in the automobile industry. So sit back, relax, and get ready to have your mind blown. The world of automobiles has been set ablaze by an unprecedented surge in prices, leaving car enthusiasts and consumers alike scratching their heads and wondering what the heck is going on. From the sleek, luxurious sports cars to the sturdy family vehicles, prices have skyrocketed to levels never seen before, leaving many people questioning what could be causing this insane price surge. Prior to the COVID-19 epidemic, the average yearly price rise for new cars was less than 3% at the start of the previous decade. The price increase from 2019 to 2020 was 5%. Then, between 2020 and 2021, the average price of a new car increased sharply by 17.2%. Similar to this, the typical car payment for brand new cars increased by 11.8% in 2021. Then, the reported estimated average transaction price for a light vehicle in the United States was $37,876. It was around $47,000 going into 2022, and in 2023, according to Kelley Blue Book and the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average new car price is $49,388. That is an absurd amount of money to be spent on a car. Some point to the pandemic, others to the chip shortage, while some blame the scarcity of raw materials. However, the truth behind the surge in car prices is far more complex and multifaceted than any one factor. The pandemic has indeed played a significant role in the automotive industry's upheaval. The lockdowns and quarantines that were enforced across the globe caused factory shutdowns, supply chain disruptions, and labor shortages. The subsequent dip in production led to a massive reduction in inventory levels, driving up demand and subsequently raising the prices of cars. The chip shortage has also contributed to the insane surge in car prices. Modern cars contain dozens of semiconductors, from the engine control unit to the infotainment system. With the global chip shortage, automakers are struggling to secure the components they need, leading to massive production delays and, in turn, skyrocketing prices. Raw material shortages, such as the current scarcity of computer chips, are also having a profound impact on the automotive industry. A lack of available raw materials translates to a lack of production, which, as mentioned earlier, leads to a scarcity of supply, driving up demand and prices. Moreover, the increased demand for electric cars has also played a role in the surge in car prices. With the world increasingly focusing on reducing carbon emissions, electric cars have become more popular than ever. The high demand for electric vehicles has resulted in a surge in prices, especially as automakers struggle to meet the demand for new models. However, these factors alone cannot fully account for the astronomical rise in car prices. There are other complex underlying factors at play, but what are they? Company dealerships. For instance, Ford and GM are deliberately raising the pricing of their two most popular trucks, the Ford F-150 and Chevrolet Silverado 1500, even as they fight hard to stop dealers from overcharging for popular models. Both models' MSRPs have been rising steadily in excess of what is customary for model year adjustments. For the 2023 model year, the least-priced F-150 costs around $35,880, while the least expensive Silverado costs around $35,845. For the 2021 model year, the least expensive F-150 cost $30,895, while a basic Silverado was readily available for less than $30,000. The F-150's basic price climbed by $593 on average between 2018 and 2021. Since then, the basic price of the F-150 has increased every year for the last 2 years. Increases apply to all models, not just the least expensive ones. Additionally, more expensive F-150 models like the Limited and Raptor are now available. The Limited's price will climb by $6,285, while the Raptor's basic price will rise by $5,220. From 2022 to 2023, the cost of our favorite trim, the Lariat, rises by $7,580. The top-end Chevys are seeing significant price increases, much like the Fords. The off-road ZR2 will increase by $4,800, while the Silverado High Country will increase by $4,250. Chevy's pricing increases for the Silverado may be largely attributed to the vehicle's 2022 makeover. For 2022, all trim levels have revised front ends, while cars with the LT and above trim levels have updated interiors. The 4.3-liter V6 engine in the Silverado was likewise removed from the lineup for the 2022 model year, replacing it with the more expensive turbocharged 2.7-liter inline-4. Additionally, Chevy raised the destination fee for the Silverado by $100, and throughout the 2022 model year, the Silverado experienced several mid-year price increases. Earlier this year, all trims had price hikes ranging from $800 to $1,200, and more recently, every model received an additional $1,300 in price increases, according to GM Authority. The basic price of the Silverado will rise by another $1,000 when the 2023 model goes into production later this month. It's not really surprising to see increased pricing for any consumer goods these days, given the supply chain problems, chip shortages, and growing inflation that manufacturers are now facing. However, these quickly increasing MSRPs give a different perspective to the automakers' open pricing disputes with dealerships. Buyers continue to receive the worst impact in any scenario, but it's not so with Toyota. While its American counterparts seem content to rest on their laurels and continue charging exorbitant prices for their bulky, gas-guzzling behemoths, Toyota has forged ahead with a commitment to innovation and meeting customer demand. It's no surprise that more and more buyers are choosing Toyota over the competition. Toyota has, as a result, struggled with meeting up with their customer demands for trucks and SUVs, but its new CEO, Koji Sato, has recently expressed his eagerness to end this and produce more cars to meet customer demand, emphatically pointing out plans to increase production and keep car prices fair. This is sugar-welcome development, seeing the outrageous hike in car prices that has recently overwhelmed the automotive industry. He made this known in a recent event where emphasized Toyota's readiness to massively invest in EV production and profitability. He outlined 3 steps that would see them record massive success in this by 2030. Toyota is now in the first step of its new plan, with the second step of the strategy set to be implemented around 2026, and the final steps in place by 2030. By 2025, Toyota wants to create 1.5 million EVs worldwide, and by 2030, 3.5 million. Lower pricing will result from increased productivity and economies of scale, which should increase sales. At the press conference, Sato made it clear that Toyota is only getting started. The company has been experimenting with EVs slowly for years. This persisted even while its competitors advanced the change. The Japanese automaker is now under a lot of fire and undoubtedly has a lot of catching up to do. But how can Toyota go from just scraping the surface of new technology to high production levels and significant revenues in the years to come? Starting with Step 1, which was already in play before CEO Sato took over, Toyota launched the first of its line of BZ-branded EVs on a new purpose-built platform. Since the BZ4X wasn't exactly a successful vehicle launch, Sato points out that Toyota learned from this. But perhaps Toyota needed the EV's problems as a wake-up call. The new CEO acknowledged, "We're going to make some rapid adjustments and changes to increase the product's potency and attractiveness, and we'll move quickly to do it." Toyota has to significantly boost its EV output to get its future margins where they may need to be in order to compete, since Tesla now leads the EV market by a significant margin. Tesla's margins are now over 20%, which is remarkable given that the figure remains high after many price reductions. Meanwhile, Toyota's margins are at about 10%. The Japanese automaker intends to continue producing 10 million cars yearly in order to raise margins and EV profitability. Many of those vehicles will still be more profitable as hybrids as opposed to fully electric vehicles, depending on the market. So there's no doubt Toyota has a huge shot at automobile dominance in the coming years if the other car makers do not wake up to reality. Anyways, it's going to be a wild ride in the industry henceforth, and we're ready for the coming drama. So what do you think of this video? We'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Meanwhile, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon for more exciting updates and news on the ever-evolving world of automobiles. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest developments. Until next time, it will be goodbye.